They beat them 16-14 on this map. The problem for me going forward is it seems like everyone's kind of cotton on to what NIP do, especially on these big maps. They've been very inventive in their strategies. Obviously, that B smokes from the outside of the middle, that's been very famed now. And we'll see how this goes down. It's going to be NIP starting on the T side here, of course, and then heading towards long A. Just going to be Zeus there waiting for them, but they're going pretty quick here. Exist waiting on the other side of the map.
Yeah, Exist has Edward facing him from long as well, but again, as you say, the Bomb and the rest of the NIP players over toward A. Guardian and Zeus still inside of the site, but without any information early, they're already leading off toward B, so a chance for a fast strike from NIP. Zeus will have to get the information and call for the rotations fast when it does arrive. And there is smoke on Freiburg. That might be the indication if they throw that toward the door, toward the connector.
Yeah, right now they're just trying to gain real estate, just slowly dissect this part of the map and see whether there is any CT presence right now. You can see Freiburg probably lining himself up for a smoke. He can throw that towards connector from this area. They're going to be going towards middle. Freiburg will stay there and line up a smoke right now. He'll do the smoke towards connector. His teammates will go up towards middle. And Exist, I thought he was going to go for the backstab from drop down, but it looks like he'll be joining his comrades here. Guardian going to be helping out Zeus, and he'll be getting some information to start. There goes the initial smoke.
And it is toward that connector position. Guardian, already beyond it, is inside of the hut. Now it's a limited position. He won't have a lot of movement. They're getting closer to already bypassing, in fact, 3, as they work heavily toward this A site. Get right finding 2, and Guardian goes back in. He waited his time. He came out late. They weren't expecting his presence, and 2 headshots already. He's looking for a third. He gets tagged down. 6 HP finally will drop as Freiburg finds him post-plant. Now a 3 versus 2 and no kits on the Na'Vi side. Flaming has to work this together with Edward. He goes down. He did pick up a kit on the way up to the hut, but that's now dropped again, or excuse me, to the balcony. That's dropped again a long way from Flamey. He's trying to head that direction to make this possible, but confronted by 3 who jump all around the corner at the same time and no chance at all.
Yeah, a decent round there from NIP. We saw it building up. They got the long A control there, set themselves up towards middle. Freiburg does the nice smoke over the top, and they pounce as soon as they get the opportunity. Unfortunately for Na'Vi there, they're quite passive hole. They couldn't really do too much about it. Weren't landing their headshots. Guardian does come in big from the connector. He does get 2, but it's too late at that point. The rotations are too difficult. We saw Get Right with that Glock burst fire. We talk about that burst fire not being very effective. That's one of the positions he seems to work very well indeed. Burst fire towards our balcony area, takes down the rotating players, and it's going to be 1-0 in favour of NIP. And I think the problem is Na'Vi, they're so good on the T side. They're famed for actually getting maybe about 5 rounds on the CD side. So NIP need every single round they can get here. They need to be getting the double figures ideally. There is a force buy from Na'Vi, and they're stacking towards long A for now, and that's exactly where NIP are going as well, but obviously have a huge advantage in terms of firepower.
It's going to wrap around with Freiburg. SMGs try and build some cash. They haven't spotted Zeus yet, though. And as they go by, Seized will take away the aggro. There's still a chance that he can make this work from the balcony. But he has to consider all angles. Finds 2 headshots. Exist. And both fall. Unfortunately, a Galil gets thrown up toward him, but he will go down as he drops, not expecting a third and final player in that position. It's Freiburg that pulls this back, but down a man and 3 HP. Zeus got completely overlooked, all on the peak from Seized. Get Right, the high HP player, has to pull this back. Gets the information from Seized, who tries to go around the corner and see if there's a gun. It puts him down to 43, but it gives the information the other direction. And with Freiburg just waiting for Get Right to find the probe, that becomes more problematic with the information relay. Not only that, a stack inside of the site. 1 to peek, 1 to surprise. Seized already low on HP. He'll take the honors of going out first to get the information. Tagged down this time to 17. Gets burned alive in the end. But still, they have to find Edward and Guardian, and the Flames don't reach Edward, so he can still sit in this position behind the hut on the site.
Good news is, though, NIP still have the rifles. Na'Vi have not been able to pick up a single thing here, so they're both on pistols here. Freiburg very low indeed, but he's going towards connector. Looks like he actually be going straight onto the side as well. First kill should be coming in his favour. Oh! Okay.
Overlooks it. A panic. Gets a little nervous. Not even looking at him. Edward's able to turn it around again. The low HP haunts him. It's Get Right to find both. Bomb dropped in the site. 12 seconds. They know this Na'Vi. They're trying to play out the time. They're forcing Get Right to run around. And he's going to go down. 8 seconds left. And Edward will clutch it.
I have to say, it's a disappointing round from NIP. The fact that rushing towards long A, they had such tunnel vision off that he saw one player. Everyone's trying to stick together, trying to keep that mentality of fragging and refragging, making sure no one's dying alone. But the idea is on the anti-eco rounds, you've got so much time to play with there. Most teams are going for that full default to start, spread out across the map, see what's going on, and then if you're going to go towards long A, you need to be using a flashbang, down your molotovs, clearing out every single area, making sure if anyone does die, there's an instant refrag there. Zeus, like you said, overlooked. That was a massive misplay from NIP.
And this is significant as well because we often talk about Na'Vi being good on the map overall, but very poor on their CT sides.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon that they get only 5 rounds CT and still make a contest of this game. So picking up rounds early, taking an economic advantage, this becomes a very, very considerable weight in this game because NIP have to play almost a perfect half now.
Yeah, it's Guardian that does most of the work on the CT side. He'll get the AWP, obviously, and he'll be very dynamic, moving around the map, and he's hitting every single shot. He's believe it or not, he's probably good for them to get 5 rounds. It's where his other teammates come alive on the T side here. But let's have a look at this one. It's going to be round number 3. We have got the Tech 9s, Desert Eagles. A little bit of utility available for NIP. This is the force buy. They've got a smoke and a flashbang looking to go towards drop down here, but it's quite a passive hold from Navi. Siege, you would see, waiting on the other side there. Just going to be getting the first kill and falling back. That's his idea right now.
Edward and Flammy on B, both on the stairwell. Interestingly enough, utilizing that position quite heavily early on in the utility in the form of a Molotov to try and distill them, but an overcommitment from Edward will drop him down. They know now Flamey's there because he drops the gun forward, so they easily get the information that he's going to try and repeat with that AK. He does the second time. It's more crucial, and payments come in at large because he finds 3 quick kills. Get Right's going to take down Guardian, but that's the only kill.